I didn't expect you back so soon.
Me neither, but our plans changed this morning.
Oh, hold it. Aren't you going to introduce your guests?
Of course, Mama. This is Henry Lang and his daughter, Angel.
Mr. Lang?
How do you do?
Aren't you the gentleman that my son worked for in Chicago?
Yes, it is. I'm surprised to see you here this morning.
This is, Lily.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Holden told me so much about you.
And this is my daughter, Iva. Oh, hello.
Hello, how do you do?
Hi, nice to meet you. Eldest son, Seth.
Yes, Mr. Lang and I have already met. How are you? Yes, but the farm is much lovelier in the morning sunlight.
Yes, that's my favorite time of day also. Usually we're really hard at work by now, but it's so hot. We took a little break. Please, won't you sit down? May I fix you some breakfast?
Well, that's very kind of you, but we already ate back home in Chicago.
Holden, I'm real surprised you didn't call ahead and say that Mr. Lang and Angel would be coming along.
Well, this visit was all my idea. I had things I needed to discuss with you. Is there someplace we can talk privately?
It has not been easy to tell you that there's another woman in my life. Betsy, please try to understand. Think back to how our relationship was the night before I left for Kansas. You were furious with me over my jealousy of Craig and Seth. I walked out of here with my mind racing a mile a minute. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. All I could think about was that I'd lost you for good. Because you were spending all your time with Seth. And then I met this other woman who was even feeling worse than I was. We didn't plan it. It just happened out of need and loneliness. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I can understand what it's like to feel needy and lonely. I've been there too, remember? Only I never figured jumping into bed with some perfect stranger was the solution.
I can assure you it never would have happened if she wasn't feeling more depressed than I was because the way her husband was treating her. And if I could have been with you like I wanted to be.
Wait, you went out to the farm that night to say goodbye to Emma, didn't you?
That's right, but she wasn't there.
No. No, she wasn't, but Meg wasn't she? That wasn't just some other woman you made love to that night. That was Meg, wasn't it?
The Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Ivory, clean the way it ought to be, and by mountain-grown Folgers coffee. Folgers, the best part of waking up.
Meg, that's crazy. No, it was just
you came
some
here
other
to be
woman.
honest. It was Meg, wasn't it?
No, it was another woman.
Come on, Rod, I want to hear the truth now. Sure, it all makes sense. Perfect sense. This is why you and Meg have suddenly become
Betsy,
such
no.
good friends. This is why when I go to your apartment, I find Meg there, and she denies ever having been there, which I know was a lie. I can see how uncomfortable the two of you are when you're in the same room together.
I tried to tell you when I came back after my trip.
I remember that day, too. I remember you came into the cabin and you saw Seth there with Danny and you jumped all the wrong, jealous conclusions. Well, how could you when you were sleeping with Meg at the same time?
You have to understand where my head is.
Oh, I know perfectly well where your head was at.
Oh.
Now, just answer me this. Was that the only night that you slept with cousin Meg?
That's not fair. She's not my real cousin.
Just answer the question.
No, it wasn't the only other
just
time.
get the hell out of here.
I want to make you understand.
I don't want to understand anymore.
Meg begged me not to say anything to you.
Yeah, well, you should have listened to Meg the same way I listened to you the first night you seduced me.
No. Is that what you think? Well, then I'm not leaving here until you understand what really happened, okay?
What are you trying to do? Force me into something the same way you...
I'm very surprised to see you and your father here with Holden.
Well, we can talk right here.
Wouldn't you rather go to the hayloft or the pond?
No, this is fine.
Angel, you seem different.
I am. I'm not the same girl who was carried away by something neither one of us was ready for.
How can you say that, Angel, after all we've been through? What, Holden put these thoughts in your head? What, did he bring you out here just so he could embarrass me in front of my whole family?
No, I told you that coming here was my idea, and you must know it wasn't easy to talk my father into it.
No, I bet it wasn't. He hates my guts.
Caleb, why would my coming here embarrass you?
Angel, I didn't mean it like that.
I think you say a lot of things that you don't mean.
What'd you do? You just come out here to put me down?
No, of course not.
How did you convince your father to let you come out here and see me? I mean, last time I talked to him, he said he'd kill me if I ever came near you again.
Well, he was half crazy after my abortion. He would have said anything to keep you away from me.
What are you saying, Angel? That he doesn't blame me anymore for what happened?
No, I don't think he'll ever forgive you. He still believes that you only said you loved me because you wanted my money and a position in the firm.
That's a lie, and you know it.
That's what I wanted to believe. All this time, I've clung to the belief that you really loved me. Because I gave you my innocence. I trusted you. But now... Well, I've grown up a lot since the last time I saw you. And you hid me in the hayloft because you were so ashamed of me.
I told you, Angel, I wasn't ashamed of you. I was just scared for my life,
But
okay?
if you really loved me, you wouldn't have let anything keep us apart.
Don't be ridiculous. You're starting to sound like a little romantic child again, okay?
No, I'm not. I've done a lot of thinking. And I just came here to ask you a question.
What?
Well, first, I want to tell you that no matter what your answer is, I don't blame you for what's happened between us. I need to hear the truth from you, even if it hurts me. Caleb, can you honestly say that you ever really loved me?
Tom, what did Detective Francis say when you told him Lien called?
Nothing I didn't know already.
All right, at least we know that Lien is alive.
All I can hear is her screaming into the phone, Mom. I'm here. I can't do anything. She's helpless. I mean, she's got a lot of guts. If she's involved with criminals...
Oh, please, darling, please, let's don't jump to conclusions. I'll get to it.
Listen, Tom, she's gonna be all right. We're just gonna have to believe that, aren't we? And I wish you and Andy had told me sooner about Dune's pot smoking and the phone calls.
Tom? Just spoke to the Chicago PD. They picked up Fannon's ex-partner. He told them that Fannon was working with a guy named Denver.
And apparently Fannon and Denver are supposed to pick up a kilo of cocaine from some amateur here in Oakdale who called several times to arrange it.
That's the phone call that I overheard.
Yeah, well, this all ties together with the call we got from Chicago PD saying that somebody was here trying to sell it for way below the going rate.
We're pretty sure that that was Dune because Denver told our source that the guy from Oakdale was going to leave with a girlfriend as cover.
I can't believe Dune was into drugs. This is a nightmare.
Tom, we were told that when Denver found out if Fannon was killed, he said he was going to take off after the two kids he held responsible.